friends, welcome back to A Drill and a Dream. So we're taking a field trip today and I am over at my parents' house. Mom is doing some upgrades to the kitchen. She's painting cabinets and doing a few things here and there. So one little project that we are working on today is actually this brick chimney wall that is here, but it's not actually being used as a chimney currently. But it has been brick for a while now, and she's been thinking about painting it, whitewashing it, whitewashing it. So we're gonna try to do that today. I'm excited to see how it comes out. And then we were talking about different ways to kind of, so there's this weird hole that used to be the actual chimney, and talking about trying to figure out ways to like put different artwork up, this or that. I don't know, we haven't figured it out quite yet, but we have been shopping her house to find different, pieces of art that could maybe go there. So I'm excited to see how it all turns out, and obviously it's going to look different once it's white. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to tape up this so as to not paint on the wood. I feel like you've been talking about doing this for a lot of years.
I have, and it's not a big job at all. And now that I'm painting in the kitchen, I thought, well, now would be a good time to do it.
Right.
Know? And yeah, I mean, it's a matter of taste, but I just really like painted brick.
I do too. I like regular brick too, but
I do too.
I think white painted brick is my favorite.
But when we did put this wall in, because we had a friend Bob who put this wall in for us, I did try to have all these different varying colors and whatnot.
And I think you'll still see that through.
Yeah, and I do think it will. I just really like the lighter tone. So it's exciting that you're helping me do this.
Yeah, I'm excited to see
and
how it comes out.
Can I just tell the viewers that this right here, cherry tree, once was up in our woods one day, and we cut it down, and Jim sawed it out, and we brought it into the house that day. Me and Abby and Jim, it was so stinking heavy.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I do.
And we put it up, and I think he brought it over the skid steer, but then we had to get it into the house with just us. So it went up green, but it cracked, but that's okay. We don't care.
Character.
Character. It adds character. And so generally I've been covering, we used to have a cook stove in here, and do you remember that, Abs? Mm-hmm. And that was nice, but it went way out into the kitchen a lot, and it was hard. And they don't heat the floor very good. So anyways, we don't use that anymore, but it's still here if we ever do want to do something with it. So we'll just cover it up.
I feel like we should, do you have a broom or something that I can sweep it?
Yep.
The proper thing to do, we looked up how to do it. They said to wash it thoroughly and then wait 24 to 48 hours to paint it. And we were like, we're not doing that.
That's not how I do things.
Not our style.
We just do it.
It wasn't even a question. It was just we laughed.
We don't have the, we do get some dust because we don't have the trim around the top. Maybe with this, we've had this kitchen about 6 years, and maybe with this little renovate, update, we'll get this stuff around the top we're supposed to have. What do you call that?
Molding.
Molding around the top.
Crown molding.
This is the last thing that we never did.
That'd be nice.
Stuff falls down sometimes.
Now we're painting it for the second time, and there's still no molding.
Yeah. Maybe this time.
I'm wondering what we should mix it in.
Oh, I just figured
Or should I just put water in this?
Put water in there, eyeball it, and...
Okay. The only thing is, obviously, you can't go darker if it's too light,
Right.
But we'll just go.
I do have other white paint I could add to it.
Okay. So I'll just pour some water in this. This is some random eggshell paint, and there's a little bit in it. I don't know how much, but I guess I'm just gonna pour some water in here and mix it up. Hope for the best. I feel like I need to be extra careful because it's watered down, so it's like way more splatty.
Yes, it's gonna like splash.
So you're repainting all of the cabinets.
Yes, I've decided, well, these I'm gonna paint white. They're off-white right now. I forget what the color was, but I think I wanna, Abby agreed with me. I think it would look better if it was white, and I'm going with high gloss paint because I just felt like I can't wash these very good. That's why it hasn't been that long, but they just can't get them to look nice, and I'm just gonna go with high gloss paint.
Was it semi-gloss before?
Yeah, or satin, which is
Yeah, they say to do high gloss because it's
yeah,
better
and I'm
clean.
going to because this area just gets a lot of use.
A lot of traffic, yeah. Okay. I don't know. I mean, a lot of it's going to have to be with a paintbrush, I'm guessing, in all of these grout lines. I mean, the roller's already dirty, so I can see what it does, but I do think it's going to be really splish splashy. Okay, we're doing this?
We're doing it. Oh, it's really white.
Should we water down more?
Maybe.
I mean, I bet it's going to soak in a lot.
Yeah, maybe.
But we could also go after it with a rag, or even a wet rag.
Well, it was super white paint,
Well,
so it is.
yeah, I'm nervous about this whole thing. We have to be very careful.
I wonder if I should just put another thing on there. Because if we touch that, we are not going to be able to.
The whole
that
front I'm worried about. That's not for me. I just like wipe this with a wet rag, and then it gives it a lot more of a whitewashed look.
When you do it like that, I like it.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if I should.
Maybe there's a splash of gray or something we could
Put in the white
put
paint.
in the white paint, yeah.
I mean, I do have great paint.
Like just like a little splash to give it more of a something. That's probably good. I don't know. Still want it to look white.
Right. It's just that is so bright.
Right. I mean, I think this is a lot less bright, but still white.
It's just something about the brightness on there that.
Like when you look at this compared to this, it's definitely a lot tinted. I mean, I think if we just, now that we know that we like it, taken off, just do that, and then
Yeah. Is there a way that I could, like,
yeah, you can
come behind you or something?
do the rag behind, and I'll
Is
just.
that the rag I brought? Or is that the rag you had?
I have no idea, but you can use it.
Oh, that's over here. I like irregular and, like, I just do. To see some of the stuff showing through is kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I agree.
wonder if I'm taking off too much.
Well, you can always go back and put on more.
Yeah.
I definitely should have started not in the middle. Like, just for the sake of figuring it out, you know?
Right. I didn't even think of it, but I'm kind of actually shocked that it was so bright.
Me too.
But I think it's going to be fine now
I think so too.
because it's just going to be one.
Just one that's like brighter.
And I do think it had as much to do with the kind of paint that was that paint was still in that little tray a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, and it was less watered down, and it was put on in a different way and not wiped off immediately.
And the nice thing is I'm going to
All the
redo
things.
this so we don't have to worry about
Yes.
that side anyways.
I think this is gonna look nice.
Yeah.
And if you want it to be more white, we can always go over it again.
Yeah, because sometimes, and like just completely covered, I do sometimes like that too.
I like it both, yeah.
Yeah.
I like regular brick, I like brick totally painted, and brick
I know. I love
partly
brick.
painted. Very, very
It's funny
pretty.
because in this area, some places you go to, you know, there's tons of brick houses and stuff, but we just do not have
Right.
them in our area.
Yeah, and I do think I actually like prefer painted brick too.
I may have taken too much of that off. I don't know.
Yeah, I can put more on. The smoother ones come off more, you know?
Yeah. Maybe I'll just dab it more instead of wiping it.
I think this is gonna look nice. I think I like it.
Yeah, what do you think of that? I'm almost taking it off. I'm almost taking it off now. Maybe we don't even need to wipe it anymore.
Well, I wouldn't say anymore. I think it's just the smoothness of those.
Because that almost looks nice like that. What do you think?
But those are both smooth.
Oh, I see what you mean now by smoothness.
Yeah.
And this one is. I do have a ladder out there, but maybe we could just use a chair too. I finally got a step ladder. I don't know why I didn't get one, you know, like 20 years ago kind of thing.
Oops.
Yeah, it just kind of takes the severity out of it when you
Yeah.
do that.
For some reason, though, I agree. It is like going nicer. Like it's just looking nicer.
You mean just when you just paint it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And see, this one now, you hardly, it's just,
Right. It doesn't. It's
we
fine.
don't have to worry about it.
I think maybe it could have been the plain paint that was still in that thing versus coming.
Yeah, I think
Right,
so,
okay.
because that stuff really covers,
Right.
which I love for the cabinets, but.
Not so much for here.
I feel like we're getting into a routine, a rhythm, and that's what happens, like, when you're doing stuff,
Yeah. It starts and you're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna take forever.
and
Then
you
you
do,
get into it and it's-
and then you figure out how to do it.
That's how it was with the soil blocking, which, by the way, I think that you would enjoy.
You do?
When we first did it, like, and what we made the video with, me and Amanda,
I did see that.
it, like, took, I mean, it got better, but when I went back and I did it for the other ones, which, by the way, I'll show you guys an update in this video of how the seeds are coming. When I went back and did it again, I had, like, I knew what I was getting into, and I had a way better,
You know how to
rhythm of
start,
it?
and yeah.
and it was, like, way easier. But I do think you would enjoy it because it's like, you don't have to have anything, you know, it's just,
Yeah, it's just that
Dirt.
you don't put anything around them. You just squeeze it
you
and
just squeeze it.
It is pretty
really cool,
amazing.
yeah.
And then
And they
in the
stay
long
together.
run, it seemed like labor intensive, but maybe in the long run it's not, because then you just pop them into.
Put them right in the ground. Don't
Yeah,
do
and you don't
anything.
have to disturb their roots or anything.
Right. And it was not that bad. Once I had a better setup. I got a bigger container for it. And I sifted it first through the kitty litter thing. And it was really pretty easy going. I did it at the kitchen table, and I had like water ready, and it went well.
That's good. Yeah, if you have like a big container to work with too,
I got one of those like people use in their kitchen sink, that kind of a container, tub thing, and
you mean a dishpan?
yeah, kind of thing, like big
Yeah,
thing or whatever. But the kitty litter thing fit into it perfectly, and
Oh, see,
just
I would have
looks
never
great.
thought of that, because that's a great idea for straining soil. I don't
oh, sorry,
I don't do that.
Yeah, I
okay.
actually bought a 5-gallon bucket thing, but then the kitty litter thing worked great, so I returned it. But I'm gonna have to do a bunch more in like April or whatever to start my other seeds. So now I know what I'm doing.
Yep, and your seeds are your stuff is coming up good. It's pretty exciting.
It's very exciting.
Especially you got some finicky plants.
Yes, so far so good.
Yeah, I think I'm liking this more and more.
Yeah.
Because as it dries.
And when it's more the whole picture,
Yeah. And I
it
think
just
when we
starts
take
like
the stuff away from the side of it, like this
Yes.
yucky
And when
paint,
this
the
is
tape, and this is
Bright
painted.
or white,
Yeah.
And I love like having artwork up against it. Ugh, I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And there are ways to drill holes in it, but I'm a little scared about that.
Yeah.
Maybe I can look up how to put stuff up without that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like if it's just a small, picture frame, I think there's a good chance that you could use a command strip somehow, or something like that.
Je ne peux plus t'aimer. Le cœur a découvert. J'en ai rien de gagné.
Okay. I think it looks nice.
Do you think we can take the thing off?
The tape?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't think it's running.
No,
Then
I don't
we
think
can
it's
show
running. It's
people
just splatting.
what it looks like.
I think that it looks really nice. It's still wet, but like if we had something, I don't want it to get whatever, but like something like that. Does that look nice?
Yeah, I think it looks nice. This does. It's probably too much.
I don't know. I like this.
Yeah, it's kind of cute.
I don't know, I can't see it, but I personally like this just for the sake of like having the circle in the middle. And I think that the colors are nice with
Yeah,
this
and
frame
then-
and this and this.
This and this tie together, and the brown is here, and there's brown.
But-
I think it does look nice.
Or
Okay.
something along those lines. I think that once this gets painted a fresh, brighter coat of paint, that's going to make a world of difference because this is this was off-white, but it's going to be white. So that will make it look less dingy next to the bright. But I think it looks really nice.
I actually do too. I was really kind of a little bit worried there for a little bit, but I actually do.
Me too. Ah. Something about the way that when it's whitewashed, the way that these colors come out more, like the different hues of it, red and blue, and I think it's really pretty.
I like the irregular regularity. Like, I don't know. It's just,
Yeah.
each piece is different, but they all fit in there
Right.
and with the same.
And it makes it even more
background.
like, you know, some of them are more splotchy like this and some of them are more like that.
Yeah, it's my kind of thing. That's what I
Yeah.
like.
This one's my favorite. I just think it's so pretty.
It is pretty.
Yeah, I really like it. Especially, I think, with the art, you know, having it all, like, more finished look. Yay! Well, this has been fun.
Thank you, Abs. You're awesome. It was fun working with you.
You too, Ma. You too. Okay, let's head back to the house, and I wanted to show you how my little seedlings are coming before we end this video. Let's check it out. Okay, I'm back home. Before I head inside, I wanted to show you a quick picture of what everything is looking like in the snow here. We've had a decent amount of snow this winter, but the house is just looking as beautiful as ever. I am loving all of the garlands, and it just looks so pretty in the winter. I'm so thankful. Dad has mentioned that he's so thankful the way that the driveway was fixed this past season. It's made it so much better for plowing, and everything just looks so pretty. Some people had asked what the spikes were on my roof, and their purpose is to not pour down the snow right in front of the walkways. It kind of holds it up, I guess, until it falls. You can see she's ready to fall, but somehow it doesn't fall so much like right in the walkway, which is nice. How beautiful are all of these garlands in the snow. Seriously, it's such a joy to come home. And above the door, they have lasted really well for these many months. Everything just looks so, so beautiful. Okay, so here is my seed starting operation. Everything is doing really well. And so I believe it's been 3 weeks since I started the Lysianthus and 2.5 weeks since I started everything else. Everything is coming up. I'm so happy. It took a long time, and so I was like, I don't know if anything is going to come up. But see, these are my little snapdragons. Some of them have 2, some of them have 1. I think most of them have at least 1 coming up. So these are snapdragons, these are snapdragons, these are Manda snapdragons. These are my Lysianthus, which are no longer on, the heating pads are not on anymore. They are so itty bitty small. Let me see if I can find you one. See, like there's one growing. Hey, little buddy. As you can see, I do have some green algae growing here, so I'm trying to dry them out some, and I've sprinkled some cinnamon on there, which is what I've heard to do. I think it's not the end of the world, but obviously it's not supposed to be there. So I'm hoping that the fan is going to help that, and we'll see how that all goes. They're still so small, but I think they're just really small, and they stay really small for a long time. My sweet peas, I just put under the light because they were under darkness for germination. I have 7 of them that have come up. I planted 15. So I don't know, I guess it's still possible that more will come up, but they're getting light now and they're supposed to have darkness for germination. So I don't know, but I'm happy with 7. I think that would be plenty for what I'm trying to do. So at this point, I'm just trying to keep everything alive and happy. It's a fun journey because I've never done this before, but I am very happy that they did actually germinate. That was a happy day. Everything kind of came up at once. It was nothing, nothing, nothing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I must have done something wrong. But then, bam, they all started coming up. So that was very, very exciting. The cats have been good. I don't think they've been bothering anything yet. I'm hoping that it stays that way and they don't start like going crazy once, you know, they're really plants. But so far, so good. So that is my seed update. I will keep you updated, and in a little while I have several more plants that I want to start, but for now I got the early starters going and hopefully keep them happy. and soon we will plant some more. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I was happy that I could help out Mom today, and I think it looks really nice. So I will see you guys next time on A Drill and a Dream. We are going to be working, I believe, up in the guest bedroom, so you don't want to miss out on that. I'll see you guys next time on A Drill and a Dream.